Hi, this is Phoenix Genesis for PhoenixGenesis.com and our two YouTube channels, Phoenix Genesis and Frag Camp. We're playing Minecraft on PlayStation 4 in the Phoenix Genesis creative world. So what I've done here is we had a problem with the acacia and dark oak, and I recommend do not use it to build a map wall in your world because because what happened was it completely corrupted my save. Unfortunately, I downloaded a different world datas, and the main save backed up on different USBs, and I was able to put it back together. And what happened was when I went back in, all my maps were there and my item frames were there, but the torches, but the wall was not there. The acacia and dark oak vanished. All the maps fell down, and I decided not to use the spawn point to recreate. I came out to my mushroom island away from my message of peace art installation, so I don't corrupt that as well, because that's on a different chunk. And what I did was I made I recommend well, let's go back. Using a creative seed for your survival is a great way to determine which biomes that you want to preserve and which you want to maybe save that aren't as good, so when new biomes come out, if they ever come out for your world. So what you do is you go and you create all the maps and you create a map wall. You take the seed that you use for survival. You don't go into creative. What you do is you just put the same seed in and you play in creative mode. So you're going to have two worlds. One is going to be your survival world, which are leaderboards, and your other is going to be your creative world with the same seed number. If you have a name, for example, mine's Phoenix Genesis, 2 words, capital P, capital G. If you use a random one, you're going to copy down that number. You're going to go into the creative mode. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make a map wall. Do not use the acacia or dark oak. This time I used just smooth sandstone. You're going to put your item frames down, some torches to light it up, and what you're going to do is travel around your world systematically. And as you keep exploring your world, what I do is I keep everything in the same order in my inventory. So for example, this is going to be the top I'm going to explore now. So the leftmost map is going to stand on the left, then this one's going to go right here, then the middle one will be in the middle, and this one will be over here, and the farthest right will be there. That way when I'm exploring, when I come back, I know exactly where to place those maps on the map wall. Now what I do is I do 2 of each, and then I'm going to use those, but I'm not going to use them. You hit L2 until I get in that area, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one map and I'm going to create a chest, and in that chest I'm going to put them in the same order. So these maps again will go here, left, the innermost, then center, then next one to the right, and the farthest right. And that way if I need to take a map to explore, I know exactly where it goes, and when I come back, I know exactly where to place it, and I don't have to actually take it off my map wall. And this same theory applies perfectly for survival as well. When you create your map wall, you create a chest, and you make 2 or 3 of the maps, and they go in a chest. You know exactly where to put that map when you come back. So that way, in case you die while you're out, you fall in some lava or something, or a creeper blows you up, you can come and you can get another map, and you won't lose all that work you did in going out into that area and exploring that world. And again, you can see this is a really nice seed. We have a lot of balance in this seed. We don't have any large chunks of one biome. I mean, we do have a lot of water, but that's great as well if you want to explore and get a lot of, that means there's a lot of clay in this world. If you use night vision, you'll be able to mine it. Also, if we generate some water temples, ocean temples, that'll be great too, because we have a lot of ocean. So what I like here is we have a lot of snowy biomes, but see how they're nicely interspersed. So I can go into any area, and this is why this is so important, because I can go, for example, here, set up in a desert, but I'm very accessible to swamp and jungle and oak around me. I don't have to travel the great distances. It's got a nice balance over here. We've got over here, whereas I think right down here we have I think it's right here. We have our first desert village. Then I haven't found any plains villages. Then I know we have one here, and I think we have 4 desert temples in this area, this is like a gold mine. I've definitely got to preserve that before new biomes come out. And then we have another desert village over here, which also has a spider and a zombie spawner that are right out in the open, which is perfect because if your villagers die, you can just generate new ones, and you've already got the village going, and you can expand it and keep making villagers, get your iron golems going. So this is a really nice area as well. Over up in here, we have where I defeated the Ender Dragon with our stronghold that takes us to the end. So with our end portal, so that was up here. We spawned somewhere around in this area in the center of the map. Over way up in here, we have some nice snowy biome, which is great if you want to build a little Christmas village kind of area for Christmas time over here. So this is a really, really great seed. And also in the center of this world where you spawn is your nether fortress, which leads you to, if you build another portal, you got 2 blaze spawners right away, which is absolutely fantastic for getting your brewing going right away at the beginning of the game and getting those treasures. So also you're very close to these plains. You get a lot of horses around here in your main area. So I think this is really a great seed if anybody wants to use it and start rocking it before we come out with new biomes. And you can just pretty much go around in the main area, preserve all of this, and you're going to have areas. Also mushroom islands. This is a haven for some really cool mushroom islands with a lot of the mushroom cows, and you can just pick your poison here. You've got mushroom islands here, all in this area, or you could just kind of go up here and grab them up here if you want to get those snowy biomes and some nice plains with your horses and your mushrooms and stay up there. This is a nice area, though you don't get a lot of desert. I would say I would come out here and just kind of build a rail straight through here, and you kind of pick up everything, and you're going to grab those 4 temples and your a massive full-on MC village. I'm pretty sure it has a blacksmith in it and a priest. I know it was pretty big. I haven't gone out there yet in the survival world yet. I'm still working on it. It takes forever to build the railway, and I really don't want to walk, so I'm probably just going to build a railway out there. My mushroom island now is kind of down in here, and my giant water temple and my witch islands down here, and you haven't seen my what do you call it, my brick mountain retreat that's out here. That's another treat I have to show you, and I haven't explored that much of my world yet, but that's what I've explored to this point. So again, I hope you enjoy that, and again, don't use the acacia and dark oak because it will destroy everything. And remember to save your world and back it up. Again, Phoenix Genesis signing out.